Hello, everybody. I think we could all use a little quiet time. I am going deep into the archives and pulling videos that have never seen the light of day. And this is one of those videos. This is the Euclid Square Mall out near Cleveland, Ohio. I shot this video a while ago because the mall is now gone and they have built an Amazon distribution center there in its place. So while I am pleased that I have this footage available, there are some things that I was upset about when I was able to access the inside of this mall. Number one, there was a security guard who I paid off, who gave me a whopping 30 minutes to go through and film anything I wanted to. From the outside, the mall did not look that big, but once you got inside, you suddenly realized that the mall was actually quite large. So, I kind of raced through to try to get as much footage as I could. But then when I went and looked at the footage later, I felt like it was too rushed and did not meet the requirements to do a proper Dead Mall series video. And that is why it is here on the Film It channel as a quiet time video. So let's get into this and look around. This is an old store right here. And what they had done at the time was they cut a hole in the wall in the back of the store. And they used it to park their security truck inside the mall, which is actually a pretty smart idea, I should say, on part of the security team. This mall had wonderful terrazzo floors and fake orchids, which were shoved into unfertile soil that had probably been there for 20 years, 30 years. This is one of my favorite stores. Production plus productions. And we can see here there are some real plants mixed in with these fake plants. So it's almost like a game to try to figure out, is it real or is it plastic? Here we are going into the learners, and this is a very large space in here, and very much looks like it was maybe designed in the late 90s. Just looking at some of the artistic touches, I would say late 90s, early 2000s. I'm not sure when Learners closed in this mall, but it had been a very, very long time, I would assume. This mall's final sort of stages was that it was filled with churches. And so on Sunday there would be several different congregations having their services inside this church. The city came through and shut the mall down because it was considered structurally unsound with vast amounts of leaking. So the churches could not raise the money to fix the roof, and the mall was shuttered. We're going down here to this fantastic nail shop, simply titled Les Nails. Just perfection right there. Where'd you get your nails done? Oh, Les Nails. They really know how to do the nails at Les Nails. Here's a beauty salon. And it was one of the stores that, or one of the spaces I should say, that was open. So you could walk in and have a look around. And you can see not much is left. This is the interior of what appears to be a Chinese food restaurant. And you can see there's not much left there either. The mall had spots of mold, mildew, puddles of water, tons of buckets to catch the water that was leaking out of the ceiling. Plants, these plants are real, doing well. The mall had a lot of light, and of course the plants were flourishing because the water leaks into the soil and keeps them vibrant and healthy. And the light and sun also keeps the plants going. Why am I talking about plants? I don't know. But it is something I'm fascinated with inside shopping malls, especially dead shopping malls. Sometimes it's the only sign of life left. And in this case, that would be true. Now here in one of the stores, you can see pews. So obviously this was used by a congregation for services. And it looks like they left their cross behind. Just leaning up against the wall like that. As we continue on, you can see there's a palm tree just ahead. And more buckets. And in this window is some lovely Christmas displays. I don't know when those things were put in that window. I would assume around Christmas. But Christmas of what year would be the more appropriate question. The inside of the mall, from what I recall, was a little bit chilly, and it was getting dark outside, so we were losing light. Although when you see this, you think, well, it doesn't look that dark. It was getting pretty dark out. This is the other end of the mall, with the wonderful 1970s stainless steel sculpture hanging from a pretty dramatic ceiling. We're going to take a little walk down here around all these buckets and see what lies this way. You can see there's puddles of water. The mall did not have a very strong mildew smell, which was unusual. It actually smelled like fresh air, but that's probably because there were a lot of windows up in these skylights, that were loose or missing. And this particular day, if I recall, was quite windy outside. So we're going to get a little close up here of this sculpture. And that's the end of the tour. I hope you'd enjoyed this footage, and I'll be back with more soon. Thanks for watching.